Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Exo-Frame from the Obsolete series, put out by Good Smile Company in their Moderoid lineup. So this is now the fourth one of these that I'm reviewing for you guys, so you should have a pretty good idea what to expect. This one's going to be a little bit more simple, doesn't really have a whole lot going on with it. It's got this whole scuba kind of theme going on, as you can see from the box size too. It's the regular size box, and this one is in the smaller size box, so that's nice. I mean, it takes up less space on the shelf, right? This is still in 1/35th scale for this, and yeah, it doesn't have a ton of like armor on it. It's a kind of basically the frame with just a few pieces of armor on it basically, and these like kind of scuba flippers on its feet, so that's fun. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so here on the front, it's going to be pretty basic. You got your standard box art layout here for these kits. 1/35th scale Submersible Exo-Frame, and some more information here, including the Moderoid logo, 1/35th scale, once again there. And you can just see an illustration of the Exo-Frame. Here on the side is going to be basically the same thing. On the other sides of the box, just the Obsolete logo there. It's a cool font for that, by the way. I just have never really mentioned about that, but I do really like the font for the name there. They're very simple, but just cool styling with that. I like that. Anyway, here we have front and back illustration, so you can see, like I said, it's got the snorkel, it's got the flippers, it's got the tank on the back, so it's all ready for some scuba missions. Over here we got some photographs of it. It's really nice photographs here with it kind of looking like it's underwater with this backdrop there. That's nice. And like with the other frames, it is going to have the back kind of door of it fold open so that you got your pilot figure inside, which looks like a scuba themed pilot figure for that in there that we're going to have as well too. Very nice. And as for any armaments that are included with this, there's nothing shown on the box anyway, so I'm curious if this is going to actually come with any rifle or anything like that. A harpoon gun, I suppose, would be fitting. Let's go ahead and check out our manual, which is just all in black and white. So again, very simple kit, smaller box, doesn't come with a whole lot, and even the manual is not in color, where the other ones did have a full color manual. This one's just all in black and white, so very simple there. We do have our parts list on the back right there. And it would appear not even any waterside decals included with this set, which is a little bit disappointing, but here we go. On runner X is going to be, once again, our just a generic Exo-Frame runner here with our generic female pilot figure on there as well. And then we basically have two light gray runners, runners A and B, for all of our new parts specifically for this kit. So here's our scuba guy, pilot figure, and some more of the armor, and then some of the larger pieces of armor here on the B runner, and that is it. So let me go ahead and get this all put together, and then we'll see how it looks. Alright guys, so here it is all built up, and you may be wondering why he is kneeling, why I'm showing it to you kneeling here right off the bat, and that's because it just is not going to stand up on its own. I tried and tried, and it's really hard to get this thing to stand up on its own. Very back heavy. You'd think with those big long feet they'd be able to stand, but actually while they're long, I don't know, just strangely, it's just still very much too back heavy. So it's really difficult to get this to stand on its own. And just like a normal standing position, I'm sure in like a action pose or something, it'll stand just fine. And we'll try that out here in a little bit. But just kind of normally, I like to start off the review, guys, showing you just like a just normal standing pose, but not really going to be able to do that with this one. So anyway, here it is, straight out of the box. I mean, the colors of it not going to be looking all very exciting, because it's basically two-tone gray. The color of the scuba or the submersible armor on it in the pictures looks a little bit more blue, so I'm just a little bit disappointed the color doesn't really match that. But of course, you can always paint it to match the color, and I would definitely recommend painting these kits because, again, straight out the box, you could throw some detail on there and some top coat and they'd be looking alright, but they're going to look better if you're going to take the time to paint them anyway. So yeah, aside from that, the other unfortunate thing is that it doesn't come with any other accessories at all. It does come with like leftover parts, in that you have the same pilot character as the one, is like just the generic frame pilot character, and a couple other leftover parts like from the generic Exo-Frame. But basically, I mean, not only do you not have any accessories, but you hardly have anything new with this really at all, because it's mostly a frame. You have new parts here for the feet, and then some new parts here for like the head and body. That's really kind of about it. The pilot character inside here also is new with this one. It has the whole scuba theme, so that back part opens up, and this little part up here also opens up a little bit there too. So this back part will open up for you to be able to take him out of there, and actually you have to take off this part here at the top too in order to take him out. They should have made that also on a hinge. You can sort of, could you? No, you can't really have that angled up and have it stay in there, so you just gonna have to take that off. Then you can take out your little scuba Steve in there, and yep, just looks like that. Pretty simple on the inside, also pretty simple, not really detailed or anything on the inside of there. And then if you did want to put this in like some different aerial poses or like swimming pose or anything, there's no anywhere to plug an action base into this, so you'd have to drill a hole up into here or something like that in order to mount this onto an action base or any sort of base or anything, or even just to put it onto like a brass rod or something like that for displaying it. You're gonna have to drill a hole. There's nothing already molded into it. That said, I mean, it is really nicely detailed as always with these kits. They have a ton of detail packed into them. The style of it is really cool. It does look really, I mean, it's really interesting to see this like mecha robot with these scuba flippers and this like scuba snorkel at the top of there. It's really interesting. I'll give it that, no doubt. It's a really cool design, and that definitely saves this kit. Otherwise, I mean, it would be a little bit of a disappointing kit, being that it hardly comes with anything. But just because of the fact that it has such cool style, I'm willing to forgive that. And definitely once it's painted up, it's going to be looking even better, of course. So without there being too much more to say about it, normally at this point of the review, I would show you guys some different action poses. But again, there's not really too much that you can do with posing this. I mean, just swimming, or like swimming with the arms up like that. I mean, or just swimming with a slightly different swimming pose. But that's pretty much it. So I mean, it's a really cool kit, albeit maybe a little bit basic depending on what you want to do with it. I think if you did want to put it in some water, make like a water diorama with just like pouring it into some resin or something like that, it could definitely look very cool, no doubt. So depending on what you want to do with it, I would say not sure if I recommend this one necessarily. I would recommend checking out these kits in general. Maybe not necessarily this one, unless, like I said, you have a specific idea in mind for it. The other ones I think come with more stuff, and they're probably a little bit more fun, but this one is still pretty cool as well too. So let me know your guys' thoughts about it down in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to check out these kits, you can check them out at USA Gundam Store. We've got these and everything else from the Moderoid line, other Bandai, Kotobukiya, Mecha, all that kind of stuff you guys want to be looking for. So you can use my coupon code there as well as ZakuAurelius10 to save 10% off. The link and the coupon code down there in the video description. Thank you so much, guys, and until next time, hope you're all having a great day. I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye.